test out the mics real quick to make sure Alex can hear us? All right. Testing.
I almost crashed out
All right,
on my
then,
mother.
make sure the outputs. Oh, hold on.
Oh, you don't want me touching the mic. I got you.
I don't. Yeah.
I just went to go grab it. I was like, oh my butt.
What? Yep.
Testing.
All right, switch with me. I'll set it up. Lauren, talk.
Testing. Hello. Hello, Mikey. Hi, Mikey. Testing. Check.
Lauren, talk.
Hello. Hi.
Lift it up and talk for a second.
This is not Watch Mojo.
Check.
We're talking
check,
about
check,
stuff.
check,
We're
check.
totally talking
Hello,
about some
hello,
stuff. Like,
hello.
hi. Like, stuff.
How you doing, Mikey? How's it going?
All right, everybody at the bar, just gonna have your attention for 1 minute. So you know what time of week it is. It is the Breaking Brews on Monday nights here at Knockman Tees. We do not expect you guys to be any quieter. We actually encourage you to be louder because it covers the music, which shuts off our live stream. So do not be any quieter. If anything, be louder. Make as much noise as you want. Don't be any quieter. We do give away drinks every single episode. We give away 3 drinks, and today we have a very special episode because Mitra has sent us a care package with 36 cans, and we're going to be giving away 5 Mitra drinks, whether you want Cowboy or Kratom. So, the one thing we do ask for participation is in the beginning, after we introduce ourselves, we do just ask that after Lauren introduces herself, we get a big round of applause to show presence on the podcast. None of you will be on camera unless you want to be whenever we ask for some questions.
All right.
So, thank you guys. We love you. Oh, one thing is if you can possibly avoid it, do not walk in front of this because this is the camera. If you have to, it's emergency, go ahead. We'll edit it out. But try your best not to. Thanks, guys. We love you. Mwah. Alrighty. All right, Alex, give us a countdown. Oh, wait. Yeah, give us a countdown, and then Lauren, what do you want to drink?
Just the same as usual. Just a solar flare green.
All right, let me tighten this real quick.
Is Kate behind the bar tonight? or-
Yes.
Okay. But whoever's ordering it, could they do strawberry instead of raspberry? Are you gonna be ordering the drink?
Yes.
I'm gonna do a solar flare green, but instead of raspberry, they normally put it. Ask Kate if she can do strawberry. Green.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
I got my drink. Thank you. Did you get yourself your drink, or did you already? Beautiful. Go ahead and tighten your mic so that way it doesn't touch
How
the
do
table.
you
I'll let
tighten
you. You
it?
can go ahead.
This?
We'll just flip it around. So, hey, Bubba. Hey, we're doing the podcast, but I'll talk to you after. No, you're good, buddy. You're good. We haven't technically started. So go
Oh, you
ahead
just
and
twist it.
tighten the small bulb as tight as you possibly can. Oh, other way.
That's loosening it.
Yeah, work out those muscles.
I have no muscle, Mikey. That's all I can do.
Okay, well,
physically.
you're mostly holding your
I
mic
think
anyway,
that's
so we'll
fine,
be
yeah.
fine. All right. And 3, 2, 1. I'm going to count down again. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? This is the Breaking Brews Podcast, episode 17. I am your host, Mikey 2.
And I'm your co-host, Lauren Olivia.
Never gets old.
Yeah,
Never
we're
gets
back.
old.
It feels good to be back.
It feels
Back
good
at
to be back.
Nocturne.
Yeah.
Calm Collective.
Calm Collective was
Yeah.
great. I mean, seriously, those drinks were killer.
They were.
You had the
honestly-
melon, right? The sour melon?
No, I had. They didn't have. They
They
ran
ran out of watermelon. That's right.
They ran out of the watermelon, but then they were just selling out their mocktails.
Seriously,
honestly.
I mean, they
Their
go through the
mocktails were
products pretty
amazing.
quick.
I did some like guava instead.
Oh, that's
I forget
right,
What
that's
it was called though.
I'm pretty sure I had it was like, man, why am I drawing a blank? Man, it was so much fun. I wasn't even thinking about the drinks.
We know. No, it seems like so long ago, honestly.
Seriously, this past week has felt really long.
Yeah.
We got some really cool stuff coming your way at the end of this episode. Our friends at Mitra sent us a bunch of gifts, and we're going to be doing an unboxing video with you guys.
Thank you guys. Super excited
Yeah, seriously,
to
we
see
love you,
what's in
Mitra.
that box.
And they're going to be sending us even more stuff. They're super great. And I can confirm it now. Now that it's official, we will be interviewing the CEO of Mitra in the next coming months, and I'm really excited about that. We're going to get to tour their new facility on today, I think. Is today the 20th? Yes, today they actually were moving into their new facility. So
That's awesome.
I'm really excited to see what they do with it. I can't wait to tour there. And just getting to meet the CEO is like super huge. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, like,
that's a big deal.
I don't know. The terminology CEO just makes it seem so crazy. Man, that's tasty. Lauren, I'm going to spoil what you got because it's no shocker to the
knows
user at home.
already, Mikey.
We got to get, so one of our shirts we got to get, the Lauren shirt's got to be make mine a solar flare.
Yeah.
But another round solar flare, please. But yeah, no, we have a really good episode for you guys tonight. We have a wonderful musician from Orlando that is going to be coming up here.
Excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of the stuff you were posting and checked out her page earlier today.
Well, she is technically from here, but she does a lot of shows in Orlando, which is really cool. You know, Orlando's a really big market for music.
It is,
I mean,
it is.
if you think about it, there's so many music venues.
I feel
all
like
throughout there.
everybody who's even out here in Melbourne, like at one point in their career, they have to go out to Orlando to just start venturing out.
I
of
love
Melbourne.
Orlando. I mean, honestly, like, I've lived in Orlando, and if it wasn't so dang expensive, I would have stayed out there.
I honestly think it's a great place for growth for any artist.
Especially because there's like,
in any
you have the
industry.
suburbs, you have the city, you know.
You kind of have it all.
You have
the
it all.
airport's right there. You can easily
Airport,
hop on a
and then
plane.
Kissimmee's pretty farmy. Like, there's some farmy parts of
Yeah.
Kissimmee. But
It kind of has it all.
it's got it all. Well, we're not going to waste too much time today. I am going to get right into our first topic. This is a segment of the show we like to call This or That, where we take two topics, this or that, and we explain which we like more and why. And then we invite some people from the audience to come up here and be a part of the episode. Just so you know, we're all about that engagement. We're all about giving back. And everybody that comes up here and participates gets a free drink. So we're really excited that we have the ability to do that. But without further ado, our first question is, which we consider ourselves, a collector or a minimalist?
Honestly, I feel like I'm guilty of being a collector.
Yeah?
I've been like trying to become a minimalist and getting rid of a lot of stuff I don't need.
I feel
But
that.
I don't know. I feel like if I'm collecting things, it's like it holds a sentimental value to me. Like I'll save the wristbands from concerts or like.
I do
set
that.
lists.
Well, okay, that's really more the collecting aspect. It gets to the problem where it starts to become hoarding, where you start keeping things that aren't necessary.
Yeah.
Like you remember
I
that
probably
show?
wouldn't count that as like collecting.
You remember that show on
Like
TLC,
hoarding.
Extreme Hoarders?
Yes, I used
Dude,
to watch that.
I
all
loved
the
it so
time.
much, and that's what made me think
Those
of it.
people's
Actually,
houses were crazy.
when I was writing this episode, I was sitting in Daytona, or not Daytona, New Smyrna, and they had Extreme Hoarders on, and I was like, this would make a perfect topic. Because here's the thing: is there's a little bit of hoarder in all of us. Like, it's, like for example, like you collect certain things. Like I collect Legos. Like that's no shock. I collect Legos. I collect hats. I collect. That's about it. I mean,
yeah.
to the most
you're not
extreme.
being over excessive, kind of like. You
I keep
said,
knickknacks from celebrities. Like I collect like the special limited edition decks from Steve-O. Just things like that.
Yeah,
And
that's probably not hoarding.
I used to be
That's
really
more of a
bad.
hobby at that point.
So that's why
then.
I'm saying collector or minimalist, because hoarder.
Yeah, I'd say I'm more of a minimalist. I feel like I collect too many clothes, though. I literally just donated like 5. I'm always donating my clothes.
You know, it's
like
funny.
5 or 6 bags.
I collect clothes, and I don't even wear most of them. Like, I don't know why. Okay,
It's because
I
fast-
hoard shoes. I have a lot of shoes. Over the last couple of years, I've collected. Everywhere I've gone, I found a cool, unique pair of shoes and just kept them. And, like, it's funny. I don't wear any of them. Like, I wear maybe 3 or 4 pairs of like the 20 I have.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is it's not the kind of I think it's stupid to collect shoes and not wear them. I do, and I have worn them, but they're older shoes that I used to wear a lot, and now I don't wear as much, and I wear for particular outfits.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I do agree. I have become way more of a minimalist, and I'm really excited to like ditch a lot of stuff that I've been collecting. So
Yeah.
I have a big storage unit that hopefully by the end of next month, I'll be able to. Oh, don't go that way. Oh, nope. Okay. I consider myself to be like a minimalist in the sense where I'm by the end of next month, I hope to get rid of like half the stuff in the storage unit I
Yeah.
have, because the storage unit I have, I pay like $217 a month for, and I could cut that in half if I got rid of some of the crap that I never use. Like
I could
have
tell
some
you some stories about how my father used to go to auctions before
storage wars.
Before Storage Wars. It got crazy after Storage Wars, but the stuff that he would find was insane.
Well, we're gonna get our first guest up here to talk about this. Brannigan. Oh, is Brannigan on the phone?
Yes. Bringing in the hoarder.
Yeah. No, I told him
I
because.
bet you he's very
Oh, he's right
clean,
there. Okay.
actually.
Well, Lauren, I'm gonna have you hop off, and I'll have Brannigan come sit up here.
Okay.
Did you leave your mic on?
No, I turned it off.
They're gonna read your lips.
Well, this is our local fireman, local savior. This is Mr. Brannigan. Brannigan. So our topic was, we gave you a little heads up on this one, was which would you consider yourself, a collector or a minimalist, and why?
I thought about it. I definitely would like to say I'm a collector, for sure.
What's your thing? What's your hobby?
I mean, collect. Oh, I misunderstood. I was thinking collector, like, do I keep things that I don't need anymore?
Okay, that's hoarding. Yeah. So that's
I'm a
even worse than collector.
I'm a hoarder. I definitely, I keep things. I get like emotionally attached to things. Like I'll be like, oh, my dad gave me this little radar gun when I was like 7. I still have it in my closet, and I never even played with it. I still have it. So
He sits outside. You don't sit outside your house and like catch people.
yeah, my neighbor like, dude, you're going
Going too
26
fast.
into 25, man. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's an $800 ticket.
I'm gonna have to do something about that. So yeah, I definitely like to collect and keep my things forever.
Do you collect cards at all? Like I know some people are really big about collecting cards. Do you do that at all?
No, I collect fishing gear.
Fishing gear?
I don't
Yeah.
even fish anymore, and I still have.
You're still buying rods every week.
Dude, I still have so much stuff for no reason. So yeah.
So, why do you think that? So you said it's kind of sentimental value, but like, why do you collect fishing stuff still, if you don't even do it anymore?
I don't know. Like I'll go to like Dick's Sporting Goods, for example, and I'll be like, I think this lure would work good, but I'm probably not going to use it ever because I don't ever even have the time to fish anymore.
I mean, how does it work? How does the hours work for a fireman? I know, like I've heard it before, but I don't particularly remember. What are the hours on and the hours off?
24 hours on, 48 hours off.
I mean, that's kind of nice, but I mean, 24 hours straight is difficult. Like,
It's horrible, but sometimes it's great. If we're busy, then it's
yeah.
fun.
But if you're just sitting there waiting, what do you guys do in the firehouse to kind of like pass time? Like, I don't know what station you're at particularly, but do you guys have like basketball hoop? Do you have like an indoor gym? I know some places have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we have a nice little gym. I was at a station in Titusville. We had a huge, like the sheriff's gym was next door, so I could work out all day. So I would just spend time there. But we just watch movies, hang out with each other, do some tomfoolery.
I feel like the most, I don't know, like from your perspective, but I feel like one of the most coveted stations to probably be at would be Cocoa Beach, because Cocoa Beach is huge. Cocoa
yeah.
Beach is like 4 stories tall. It's got a
their
4-car garage, like 4-truck garage.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they're building more, like they're building the city hall next to that. But I remember whenever the police station and the fire department used to all be the same building in that one front building.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
We even have an employee. We have employees that are housed with him, county employees.
You might know my stepbrother. Honestly, he does stuff throughout the county. His name's Tommy Heidemann.
Who is it? Edelman?
Tommy Heidemann.
Heidelman?
Heidemann. He looks kind of like Tim Tebow.
He's at my sister's old station.
Really?
Station 80.
Dang, so your whole family does it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
My
So-
dad works for Palm Bay. My sister works
Wow.
for the county with me.
How long have you been a fireman?
Just over a year.
A year?
Nothing crazy.
What
Still
made you
new
want to
guy.
get into that? I mean, that's pretty dangerous. I mean, you told me, I heard you last week or the week before, you were actually in a fire. Like, I mean, I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like how, like, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about. I don't know if there's like disclosure, but like what kind of fire was it?
The one we had was the one off Henry in West Melbourne. It was like
An apartment or a house?
a mobile home.
Oh,
So,
shoot.
I did miss a fire. I actually went home sick because I had like a 103 fever at work. So I got sent home sick, and that day
That's
my
quitter
crew,
behavior.
Yeah. Oh,
You,
yeah.
you run through 126 fire.
126?
I don't know how hot fire
I think
gets.
it's 1500, dude.
Yeah,
pretty
shocker. Mikey doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nah,
Well,
you're intelligent.
I appreciate you coming up here and talking and getting into some things with us.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Good stuff, Brannigan. All right, Lauren, you're back. There she is. Who here? Before. All right, cool. Would you? Cool. Yeah. What's your? Cool. Alrighty. Michael, like Michael, but with a V.
Interesting.
Well, we're gonna get into our next topic. Oh, here comes our wonderful AV guy.
Thank
This
you
is
very
Mr.
much.
Alex. Everybody, if you want to hear and learn more about Alex, Alex was on the first episode of the Breaking Builds short series we do. So if you want to get to know a little bit more about Alex, he'll be on there. We just had Jules walk in. We love Jules. Hi, Jules.
Sure.
Well, we're gonna get into our next topic, which is, which do we prefer, Kava kombucha or botanical beer? And now we actually got to firsthand experience it. Lauren got her live taste test here on the podcast.
Yeah.
We got to have Big Dog, one of our sponsors, come out here, and he brought pretty much like 4 gallons of kombucha with them. We love Big Dog.
Yeah, such an
and
amazing guy.
He was super duper sick for the last couple weeks because I've been talking back and forth with him, and now he's good. But like he was going through the ringer, and we're glad to see him better.
A lot of people are getting.
I mean, hey, this flu has been going around crazy this year.
Yeah.
But
It's been lingering.
I know
around
everybody
for
that's been
couple
like a lot
months.
of people that's been affected. Hi, Vandal. Hey, so hey, Vandal, come up here for a second. So we're gonna call up here. This is pretty impromptu. Oh, he's like a mouse in a mouse race.
At least he's not trying to fucking run the camera.
Yeah,
He's being-
attaboy, Vandal. So before, it's very impromptu. We don't usually do stuff like this. But this is Vandal. You guys have seen him on the podcast before. Vandal, we actually, I think maybe last episode, we posted a picture of you back in your buzz cut days, which is crazy. Yeah, Ali gave me some pictures. It was just on the Instagram. It wasn't on the podcast. Nobody really saw it on the Instagram. But, hey, I mean, you look like a completely different person. You actually look younger now with longer hair.
Yeah.
Back then, someone said you kind of look like a retired father.
Oh my god.
But the reason I bring Vandal up here is Vandal is actually one of the owners of the company that you see the banners behind every episode, which is I feel like I always feel like I'm mispronouncing it. So
Like Vandal and Amaro.
so it's Amardal. And if you want to take Lauren's mic, go ahead and explain to the people at home what it is. You just quick simplified version of what Amardal is.
So Amardal is a blend of herbs. It's a tea concentrate, a kratom tea concentrate.
Okay.
So everything that I didn't like about kratom, I wanted to try to improve. I wanted to try to make it a healthier drink, a drink so then people can consume mindfully what they're trying to have. So in this brew, we're gonna have a few different other kind of brews too, but there's gentian, mugwort, wormwood, angelica.
I mean, one thing that we hear a lot about your
Chamomile,
product is
Blue
that it is
Lotus.
just the most natural products. I mean, like, it's crazy things that, like, I've heard about and, like, super fancy dishes, but you're putting it into drinks. Like,
That's
I
our
heard
goal,
you have
yeah.
dandelion.
We do have dandelion.
I mean,
root,
that's
yeah.
crazy. Like, that's awesome. I mean, it's super cool to see that you guys are really taking a different approach compared to a lot of other businesses. Like, I mean, you're using, like, real earth ingredients, like not some stuff that's concocted in a factory that you can't
We're trying our
pronounce.
best, yeah.
Well, we really appreciate the
Thank you.
products that you have. We love having your banner. It makes the scene look really good.
Oh, your fist bump. Thank you.
Thanks, Vandal.
Thank you so much. Yeah, his stuff is great, guys. It's very natural tasting and it's smooth. It's very smooth and it goes down easily.
Well, I'm going to give this a third try. We're going to go into our next and last topic of the this or that segment, which is which do we prefer more, Kava kombucha or botanical beer? So,
Well,
Lauren,
for all those who have watched a couple episodes, they know I'm a fan of kratom.
Miss
really,
Botanical herself.
Yeah, I'm not really a kava girly. But what I like to do, especially with Big Dog Kombucha, is I like to take half of the strawberry Yopon by Big Dog Kombucha, which has strictly kombucha. It doesn't have cream or anything else in it.
It's strawberries, Yopon, and kombucha.
Yeah. And then, so I take that, I do half of that, and then the other half, I do the botanical beer, and it tastes honestly phenomenal.
I don't know why I just held the drink like that. You'll look back and see that. I don't know what I was doing there. That was crazy. That was a crazy thing I just did there. Well, I'm actually, surprisingly, this may come as a surprise to a lot of people, I'm actually on the opposite side for once of this, where I prefer the kava kombucha. Now, the reason I prefer it is you really don't taste the kava. There's no sediment in it, which that's honestly the worst part about drinking a shell of kava is just, since I have that texture thing, is anytime I drink anything that has something that's like powder in it, that's why I don't really do powder drinks too much. The only powder drink, and I'm not saying this because they're sponsored genuinely, is it dissolves pretty well, is the Mitra packets. They dissolve really well and they flavor it. The way I'd recommend those to anybody that wants those is the fact that mix it while it's room temperature and then chill it after you stir it.
That makes
Because
sense.
whenever it's cold, it's hard for things, like if you think about it, whenever you heat things up, that's when things melt together.
Yeah.
But
so it's harder for it to
but yeah,
settle.
so it's really great. So if you don't mind missing out on that, like the bubbly effect of the Mitra, it literally tastes exactly like it, just no bubbles.
Okay.
But I really do have to say kava kombucha because especially with Big Dog Kombucha, they use, I'm pretty sure it's honey, oranges, lemons, and pineapple juice. And that's what they use to make their kava kombucha, obviously without mentioning some of their secret ingredients, you know.
Yeah.
But it's really tasty, you know. It's very refreshing. Now, I will say with any drink, even particularly kratom, like regular kratom tea, tea naturally dehydrates you. But with the kava kombucha, I feel super hydrated. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels almost like the feeling you get when you drink milk, because milk's really good for hydration. It's actually the best drink you can drink for hydration, which I didn't know that. I was always
didn't
told
know
the
that
opposite
either.
when I was a kid.
There's a lot of secret benefits to milk, honestly.
But let's say, honestly, for some people, they have something that's called jungle juice, where they mix the kava kombucha, half kava kombucha, and half botanical beer. And that's even really good in itself because the botanical beer doesn't use a lot of the citrus fruits, if I remember properly. But honestly, you can't go wrong with it. Mixing both up, if you're someone who's indecisive, it's not that bad. But we're going to get our next guest up here. His name is Vikel, and I'm going to go grab him real quick.
Okay. Sounds good.
Actually, I'm going to leave that up there.
All right. So you're the big kava or kombucha drinker.
I wouldn't say big, but I like kombucha. It's good.
Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello.
And then we'll go right into the question.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Vikel. It's like Michael with a V.
And then, so the question for the this or that segment of this week is, which would you prefer, kava kombucha or kratom kombucha, and why?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. I would say kratom kombucha, mainly because I like the flavor of the teas rather than like that earthy, like root taste or whatever kava is. I'm not even sure what kava is. I know it's a root, but I don't know what it is exactly. But I would say the tea, having a little bit of syrup in there,
Yeah.
I think it would definitely
It's way easier to flavor. So what would be
Yeah.
your go-to brand as far as that?
For kombucha,
Yes.
Hum. You find them at like Target and Publix. And my
Okay.
favorite flavor is like blueberry mint. It sounds weird as a combo, but it's the first one I ever had, and it's the best one I ever had.
Okay, well, what is the one that would be your favorite go-to kratom kombucha at your local bar?
If I could like mix and match, you're saying, like if I could create my own, or you're saying
Just
existing?
in general, like, do you drink Big Dog? Are there any other brands out there? Or-
I actually have never had kratom kombucha.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I would love to try. I didn't know it
Okay.
existed. I thought it was just like, oh, they should bring it out. No,
no,
Yeah, that'd be
you'd
sweet.
absolutely love it then.
Yeah,
Th-
definitely.
Based off of what you're describing. But we were just talking up here how we could mix our own and like kind of make a jungle juice with it as well. Like you could do half kava kombucha and then half kratom kombucha, mix it all together. And then Big Dog has a huge line of just like regular flavored kombuchas with no kratom or kava in them that are
Right.
like strawberry, mandarin mint, and they're all natural ingredients. And then we like to sometimes flavor our botanical beer, which is the name for the kratom kombucha, and then just mix them with all the other ones.
Okay.
Or just like depending on what what we're feeling that night, like if you want strawberry or mint or blueberry.
That's really cool.
Or pineapple, yeah.
Yeah, where can I find this? Like, are there any specific bars that you know of that?
So I mostly get mine at Tides. There's also, you can go to the brewery. I know they're open till 10 p.m. On the weekdays, and then I believe around like 8 or 9 on the weekends.
All right.
And you can go tour. I don't know if you can do like a full tour of their facility, but you could get a good look of it.
Okay.
Look at it. And they're going to be moving soon to a new facility, so we're super excited for that.
Okay.
But thank you so much for coming on and sharing
Thanks for
with
having
us.
me.
It's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, Mr. Mikey.
All right, Lauren, scoot your boot over.
Okay. I feel like it was a tongue twist. Kept saying like kava kombucha, kratom kombucha. I'm used to just saying kava or kratom, not adding kombucha at the end. But.
All right, Leah. You can pick up 110 down like this. You're in the hot seat. Oh, you can break it.
Okay, perfect.
Now are you impressed? Bringing it with you.
Hi.
Ready. Alex, how are we in frame? We're good. Let's get this back a little bit. Boop. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty. We're good? Does Lauren need to scoot in?
Okay.
Perfect.
Up close and comfortable.
Alrighty. I'm gonna get the questions up. So everything's all this part gets cut out of the live.
Okay.
So the people that really want to watch all this later on and watch the longer version, they can, but I don't know why anybody would. Alrighty. So I'll also have your questions up here, so if you get lost, you can always just look back at what it is, because we get off on tangents a lot. That's kind of our thing. Alrighty. Well, we have the one, the only, Leah up here. So if you want to introduce yourself officially, if you want to plug your tags, your music, your main account, go right ahead.
What's up, everybody? My name's Leah Barrientos. I am on pretty much all social media. Instagram, leahbarrientos.music. TikTok, leah.barrientos. Spotify, under the same name. Apple Music. YouTube Music. Basically, anything you listen to music on. All streaming platforms. All social media under the same name. So.
I mean, the first time I met you, seriously, we met at probably at Cloud Parlor.
Yeah,
Probably met
I
at
think
Cloud
so.
Parlor, and you were like, "Oh, you should check out my music." And seriously, for like a week straight, I could not stop listening to your stuff. It's still in my library. You really just are a great singer. You have a really great stage presence. Your confidence, like that's one thing that I noticed. Your confidence on stage. Some people, are really talented, but they hinder themselves by, having like that second-hand doubt and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
they're get very nervous, but you're very comfortable on stage. You have a lot of courage while you're out there, and that's very hard. Like I know it took me like 4 or 5 years to finally get comfortable I could talk your leg off camera or off stage, but once it got in front of all these people, it was super hard. So you being comfortable made it easier for me to be
That's
comfortable
awesome.
when I'm there.
I love that. And it did not come easy
Oh,
for me at all. I had crippling stage fright when I was 16. I vowed when I was in kindergarten, I did a talent show. And I almost was crying at the end of it. Like, I was terrified. And I vowed to myself that I would never perform again in front of a crowd ever.
Really?
And then I did when I was 16 and in high school.
Well, good stuff. Well, I'm
And-
glad you
yeah.
did, because
Yeah.
we wouldn't even have you here.
Thank you.
Well, we're gonna be plugging all your stuff down here in the video. We'll have it in the description as well. We kind of want to get to know who you are. Like, we don't ask the normal questions that you would usually get asked on a podcast. We ask like the real questions. We get to know who you are as a person, because overall, that's what's important for us to get to know why you are where you are and why you make the music you do. So we're gonna get to our first question here for you, which is, what was a defining moment in your life, like where not even just in music, but where like you said, this is who I am, this is my personality, this is the way I'm gonna carry myself. Where did you realize this is who Leah is?
That part, I I would say that it came like after high school.
Yeah.
Because in high school, I didn't talk to nobody other than my friends. Like, I was so quiet, and I was so, like,
Just
you know,
shy into yourself.
very shy, very, very shy if I wasn't around my friends. Like, I couldn't even speak in a classroom without, like, freaking out.
Yeah.
But I
Been
would
there,
say,
done that.
yes,
I know how it
it's
feels.
Lauren was
horrible.
nervous her first, like literally right before we filmed the first episode, like before we hit live, she's like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. And then it just came natural.
It
Once
is
you
like
take that leap, it's usually way easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, when you know that all the eyes are on you, it's just like, you just get hot. It's like, oh my God, like,
It
everyone's
is.
looking at me. It's like so scary, but I've overcome that. I would say that like the most defining moment in my life though, when it comes to music and like knowing what I wanted to do with my life, was a chorus trip in high school.
Really?
In senior year,
Where'd you guys go?
New York City.
Oh my gosh. New
Yeah.
York City is amazing. I mean,
it was my dream city. Like, I had dreamed to visit there my whole life, and it was my first time going.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. My first time on a plane,
wow.
and it was in my chorus, and we sang in Carnegie Hall.
What?
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yes, and I would say, like, at the end of the song, I was a soprano one, so I'm the highest, like, voice part. I could get up there, you know, not as much anymore.
I feel that.
But yeah, we did this final number with like a mass choir, and I hit that high note, and like Carnegie Hall is like 3 stories.
Yeah,
high,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's
It
huge in
echoes.
there. And the roar of applause that came, I started bawling. 'Cause
That's
it just
awesome.
was so
Yeah,
like empowering.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Yes.
I mean, what a
Like a feeling
what
you can't describe.
a
Yes,
story. I mean, that's awesome. Seriously, like, if there's anybody that has earned their way to the top, you have put in a lot of work. Like, I mean, you work harder than anybody I know in the music, like in the music industry here in Central Florida. Like, you really put a lot of work in. You're really great at social media, which is a really hard thing to get on.
Yeah.
You're really good at staying up to date on your social media. You're always doing shows. Like I was saying, like, you used to be here a lot, but now you have so much going on in Orlando. Like, that's like the performer's paradise in Florida, is going to Orlando, and you're there doing shows all the time. And you've created a name for yourself over the last, like, I've known you now for about maybe 2 years.
I would say 2 years.
2 years, and you were the first person I ever did a collab song with. It's on my Instagram still, where we did This Town, yeah. And it's funny, I actually just did that song right before I got here, and every time I sing it, all I can think about is when we did it there. And I don't know, it taught me to feel comfortable to sing with other people. Before, I used to just do my own thing, but now I just do music with a lot of people. But I don't think I would have done that had you shown me how easy it was to do that. Like, it was very uncomfortable. I don't know, it was just weird, because I was like, well, what if I mess up and I embarrass myself? And
It's okay.
yeah, it's okay. Listen, and I've learned a lot that you're gonna make mistakes a lot or whatever, but you can't live in those mistakes. You just have to learn from them and carry on.
Exactly. If
Well-
anything, it's going to make you better in the long run,
Yeah.
despite.
Well, Lauren, do you want to ask the next question?
Yeah, okay. Let us see. So how did you record and release your first song?
So I recorded my first ever song in May 2023. And the funny thing about the song that I released, it was an R&B type of Daniel Caesar type of
Okay.
feel to it. So it wasn't like my usual alternative rock that I go for, but it was a beat that I found when I was in high school. And
Yeah.
I was like 18, and I had always heard it, and I was like, I love how this sounds, and I want so badly to like make a song out of it. But I never actually pursued it until like 2023.
And that wasn't too long ago. That was
Yeah.
Not at
only
all.
about like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I
So-
haven't been doing it for too long, but I've really been like trying to like put myself out there more.
Would you say that was a song you were vocally comfortable with, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember I sat down with the beat on YouTube before I like bought a lease for it, and I sat down and wrote the whole song in like 3 hours.
Wow.
And it was like, it came really naturally, it came really quickly. And then like the next day I like reached out to my friend named Dean. Do you know Dean? Dean Z?
Dean, singer or guitar player?
Singer, rapper.
Yes, yeah.
So I reached out to him. Shout out Dean if you're watching this. He's the one that, recorded my vocals in his
Okay.
home studio. And if it
Nice.
wasn't for Dean and him mixing and mastering it for me, I don't think I would have gotten to the point where I am right now, because he gave me that like first chance.
So this was
Oh,
the
yeah.
career-changing moment for
Yeah,
you.
I would say yes.
Well, I
Yes.
mean, I had to learn everything, especially I really like I bought that mixer so that the bar helped us get the mixer so I could learn to use it, because with music everything I had was built into my speaker, and I saw a mixer and I was just like, what? And it's really helped to get us a better quality, more compressed sound, because especially with the soundboard we have, it compresses the audio for the first 2 mics. And getting to know that has helped me with now my shows, where I'm able to travel with a soundboard and I can control everything I want and get it specific ways, which before I was just singing however the speaker let me. Like I could affect the treble and the bass, but that was about it. And getting to learn how to use that has been crazy difficult, but YouTube is your best teacher for a lot of stuff. Like using YouTube, I mean, honestly, talking to anybody in your town locally, there was things I couldn't figure out what they were even called on there, so I just asked one of my buddies that is a musician. He was able to explain it. So more times less than not, you will have somebody that knows what they're doing, and you'll have somebody in your vicinity, especially here at the kava bars. Like if you're in the kava bars or you're in the bar scene, there's probably more musicians in the bar scene than the kava bar scene.
Yes, and that's where I met Dean. I met Dean for the first time at, pretty sure it was Bula's open mic. And I've met so many like talented people through the kava bars and stuff like that. I've made so many connections with musicians, so it really is like a great place to be, to like meet,
Yeah,
to
a great
meet those people.
community.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Everybody's so versatile with their knowledge.
Yes, everyone is so
abilities.
nice and like welcoming. Every single kava
And they
bar.
really want to help you,
Yes, yes,
especially if it's something towards your career and goals that you want to achieve,
definitely. Yes, 100%.
which is a great support system to have.
Yes, I agree, 100%.
Well, so another thing we want to know is obviously in the last 2 years I've known you, every year you've just grown more and more. Like you said, in 2023 you put out your first song. Last year I would say you probably expanded more outward. That you spent the year expanding more outward to different cities, not just just not Brevard County, outside of Brevard County. So where do you see yourself in a year from now? What's some goals that you set for yourself? Because we've talked a lot here on the podcast about goal setting and things you want to set. Maybe I'd say a year is still short term in the long run of things. So where would you see yourself in about a year from now? What's the thing you want to see?
I definitely want to see an album.
An album, yeah.
100%. I have a new song coming out in March.
Okay, all right.
So it's already kind of like building. It'll be my 5th release song, I believe, on all streaming platforms. And I don't know if it's either an EP or an album. One of the two. I don't know which one yet, but I create like all the time. So I feel like it'll eventually turn into an album.
Yeah,
instead
like
of
you
an
definitely
EP.
have enough you can come up
Yes.
with for it to become an album.
Yes, definitely. And doing more shows,
Yeah.
next year for sure. Like 2025, I'm hoping is going to be the year to book a lot more stuff.
So what would be your dream venue?
Oh man, House of Blues.
House of Blues.
House of Blues.
That is one for the book.
Honestly,
100%.
one thing I think most definitely you should try doing is, so they have like obviously the auditorium, but the patio, every single January, so like I think it's January through February, they do where you email the House of Blues, and getting on the patio is the best way. A lot of people that started in Florida or whatever, that got into the actual House of Blues, started out by doing the patio for the House of Blues restaurant. So you have until I think February 12th to reach out to them. But so they could put you maybe closer to the end of the year. Obviously, first come, first serve. But I mean, hey, that House of Blues, House of Blues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even if I have to stand outside their front doors and be like, let me perform in there one day, I would
Right.
do it. I would, 100%.
Building up a name,
And I feel like
especially.
they also have a lot of events that are not necessarily karaoke events, but where you can go and just sing on stage.
I think you're
Like
thinking of
open
Rising
mics,
Star.
Open mics. Every now and then, like they'll have people who put on open mic events at the House of Blues.
Oh, really?
So
I
I
didn't know
definitely
that.
look out for those
Yeah.
as well.
For sure, yeah.
Or even like
definitely.
they'll have emo night.
Emo night, that's
karaoke.
what it is. Yeah.
I was gonna do that one time, but I chickened out. I was too scared.
Oh no! You
Now,
should
hey,
do
this
it. You
year
should do it.
is your
This
year to do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. That's true.
But that would be great exposure in front of a lot of people.
Yes, I will look into that for sure.
So one thing I want to draw attention to is the song you were talking about you released last year. Seriously, this is my favorite song. Like you have you have a couple songs that are out there, especially where you've been featured. A Violent Kind of Love is so good. I probably listened to this song. I'll have to look because I remember it was in the year previous as Replay is like one of my most listened to songs.
Amazing. I
But
love that.
it's your vocal range is just incredible. Like it's really great. I think for sure everybody at home has got to check it out. You're on what streaming platforms again?
Literally
Everything, yeah.
pretty much everything.
So in the last year, I was kind of describing how I set up my years. So last year I said was building a foundation where the foundation isn't stuff you might see, but it's incremental to the structure that you're building. And this year is a year of building. And I feel like obviously you are on that same track. This year I'm trying to release an album. I don't know when. I was saying probably by February, but it might be maybe end of March, mid-April. But like it's not easy to do all this. Like especially trying to learn how to record. I have the MIDI system I have down there. I've been trying to. I've sat in Alex's house. Alex's house has really good acoustics and recorded some stuff. But it's really hard to find places to record. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, you record at your house. Like you have a whole setup in your room.
Yes.
So what did it cost to get that started?
So
What do you need to start an at-home studio?
It's still in the process of like growing as a studio.
Yeah, yeah.
It's still not exactly where I want it to be, but it is getting there. My very first thing that I got for the studio is actually a birthday present that my dad got for me. So he got me the Scarlet II
Yeah.
as well. So I have that at home.
Nice.
I have like
That's how I know it's a good one.
yeah. I have like I don't know what brand they are, Samson like headphones
Yeah, yeah.
or whatever. My dad just got me like a bunch of stuff from like Guitar Center or something like that.
Guitar Center is a
That's
really good
great
place to check
have
out.
such a supportive family.
Yes, and like because they've always wanted to see my like dreams come true, and you know they try to come to every show, which is
Aw,
great.
That's beautiful.
Yes, but yeah, that's what really started it, and then my fiance's parents got me a MacBook Air
Wow.
last year.
MacBooks are great for
my
editing.
birthday, yes, and so that's when I got the software that I use for recording, which is Reaper.
Reaper.
Okay, I've
Okay,
heard of
you know
that
how to use
one.
it. So
Yes.
Fred uses Reaper, and he's been trying to teach me. Reaper is, you got to be smart to use Reaper.
I know how to track my vocals. I kind of know how to add effects and stuff. I am not a mixing, mastering person yet, so I do have
Hardly
people,
there.
I do have people that do that for me, you know. But maybe I'll get there. one day.
Connections are
One
really
day.
big in the music industry. Like
Yes.
having people that know what they're doing. Like Fred it was really great when he was here, but since he's far away, it's hard to, teach me from 1,500 miles away.
Yeah,
But,
you
you know-
hop on like a Zoom or Teams
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, it's funny. He actually FaceTimed me like twice right before we started filming, and I had to ignore him. So sorry, Fred, if you're watching. But no, it really takes a whole team, even like just friends support and stuff like that, family support. One thing that was really nice is I think I mentioned on the last podcast, or if not, I mentioned it with Alex the other day. Is my nephew? He sent me a message on Friday. So he said. He said, this guy dropped on November 17th last year and just didn't tell me. And it's so funny, like, that he searched up my music out of his own free will, and he searched it up, and it just means a lot. And every time him and his little sister and little brother come to Brevard, they always come out to, like, one of my shows. And it's just nice to have family support. My mom's super supportive. Anytime I'm out in Orlando, she's always there. And she's come out to a lot of stuff in Melbourne. Same thing with my dad. My dad and my stepmom are always showing up to stuff in downtown Melbourne. But like I feel like you'd say the same thing. Family has been your biggest like supporter along the way.
Yes, and it's rewarding to see like the people that actually do show up for you, because a lot of the times, and this isn't like a shady thing, but a lot of the times you think that people will be there for you.
Oh my
and then
gosh,
the
yeah.
ones that
Oh.
you least expect are the ones that show up for you.
I mean,
And
I've learned a
those are
lot
the
with this
ones-
podcast. I mean,
Yes.
it's and some people are busy, and I get that, but
Yeah.
it's sometimes there's being busy and then just not going.
Yes. So I really look at the people that actually try to come to every show and like actually show up to the shows, and like I know that that's
So a lot of people talk the talk, but not
yes.
do
Walk the walk.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I am very grateful for the support that I have gotten, and I feel like it's continuing to grow, and it's very, very rewarding, because we just did Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's awesome.
How'd that go? How'd that go?
It went really good. It was a really good set that we did. Unfortunately, we did not win, but that's okay.
So what
Yeah.
one of you guys of won had you won the Battle of the Bands?
A trophy and a cash prize.
Nice.
Yeah, but the band that won
That's
completely deserved
that's Phil's band, right?
the other white meat.
Yeah.
So
I love Phil.
good. They had that place like rocking. Like it was crazy. Even my mom was headbanging, and that's crazy.
Yeah, I got to meet your mom at one of the Battle of the Band venues. I'm pretty sure.
Did you?
It was it Chameleon?
No.
No.
So where do they host these things? Or where can
All
you
over the
find
place,
these
really.
events? Okay. You
The-
just keep your eyes open and ears open.
Yes,
for it.
they just did the most recent one at Beachside Retro Records.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
right.
Satellite.
Yeah.
And
Did see some
Satellite
advertisement
Beach.
for that.
yeah, they have openings right now, so they're taking like bands right now for 2025.
Good
Should
stuff.
be at the same venue, so we'll see if
That's
we
exciting.
enter again. Yeah.
Well, I know for sure one of your biggest supporters outside of your family is Sarah. Sarah's
Yes,
always.
shout out Sarah.
Yeah, we love Sarah. Sarah, have you ever been on here before? No? Well, Sarah herself is a very talented musician. I mean, seriously, if there was a live action Disney princess in the real world, it's Sarah. Sarah, seriously, like, her voice, like, she sounds like, she could, like, speak to animals with her voice. Like, she's just,
It's true.
call the birds. Snow White, live action, right there.
Oh, that's so cute.
But no, Sarah's really talented. So I met Sarah the same time I met Leah. And actually, the first time I met Sarah, Sarah thought I was hitting on her. So she said, "I'm a lesbian," and it was really great. It was really good. And I was like, "No. I just sang hi because you have a good voice," and it was really great. It was.
She's like, who's this creep? Get away from me.
I cannot. It was at Tides. I was at Tides. I bumped into you, and you had your cat, and like it was the funniest first interaction I'd ever had with somebody. Like, actually, I'm a lesbian. It was so eager.
Just as
But,
soon as she sees you walking
yeah.
up, lesbian, turn around, walk the other way.
But yeah, no. So I mean, I have a lot of great stories with you, a lot of great stories with Sarah. You guys are really great. You're a really talented musician. I can't wait to see where you go in the next year. I mean, if it's anything like the last 2 years, dude, you're gonna be world famous. I can see it. We really
going
appreciate
down
you
the
taking
path
time
you're
out of your busy week to come out here and be on the podcast. I'm really excited for people here actually in the audience and the people that watch the video that comes out Friday or that are watching live to get to check out your music. I hope it helps boost it. I hope we'll be shouting you out a lot throughout the week. But we really do appreciate you coming up here.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much for having
it was
me.
amazing to meet
so
you.
nice to meet you as well.
Let me let you out on my side.
Woo!
Put the mic back. Oh, it's not my phone.
Don't be interactive, as literal as possible.
What am I running over here?
You're running over Zeke's set list.
Oh.
Sorry, Zeke.
Sorry, Zeke. All right, guys, I'm gonna out Zeke's set list. I'm gonna tell you what he has in store for y'all. No, actually, I have a story.
Go ahead, tell your
about
story.
a set list.
Uh-oh.
So, my mom texted me today while I was sitting at work,
Uh-oh.
and she was like, "Oh, late last night in your room, one of those frames fell off your wall, and I
Uh-oh.
had to go clean it up so your cat didn't step in the glass or anything." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." I was like, "But." It's like, so what was it? She was like, oh, it was one of, like, she didn't know what a set list was.
Yeah.
So she's like, this piece of paper.
She's
And
like
then-
the shopping list you had hanging
And then
on
it
your
was
wall.
like for a metalcore band, so like the names on the list
Oh,
were
God.
like Bodies, like Wrath, and then she's like
She's
very
like, "Lauren, I'm
Christian,
worried
and
about
she
you."
got so pissed she crumbled it up. And she's so lucky it wasn't one of the other set lists I had signed on my wall. And I was like, Mom, you can't do that. Like, I understand, like, you're freaking out and you thought it was, like, really bad. But I was like, this is, like, sentimental
Speaking
and
of
worth
hoarding.
value. But, yeah, and then she was like, why can't you just print another one on Word?
Bruh, because
I was like,
that's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
Mom, you can't just pause the game.
Yeah. So,
That's
yeah, I had to
crazy.
teach her about set lists.
Oh, that's
And not
always
to
fun.
destroy them, even if they have bad song titles
Bad
on
words.
them.
I have a bunch of set lists. I have it in my bedside table. I have one from a Jason Derulo concert, one from a
Jason
Neo,
Derulo.
one from Neo, one from Ludacris, one from JVKE or Jake.
Yeah.
He's the one who did that Tick song that goes up, down, right, down,
Oh,
let me hear your song. But he has really good
that's
music. His
awesome.
albums are really good.
Yeah.
Golden Hour. Golden Hour is one of his songs.
So my other ones that were up on the wall, thank God it was the other one. But I have one from Rockville, like out of
Yeah.
all the people there for
I got an Alice
for
Cooper one.
Point North, and then I have one at the Summer Slaughter tour
I like
in the
Point
house.
North.
Yeah, I love them too, honestly. So, and then I had another one from the Summer Slaughter tour out in Chicago that I went to Fred with, and it was the funniest set list ever. It had a bunch of the names of their songs, but then they tied in little aspects of Chicago, like flick that Chicago beat. Like just funny stuff. And I actually met Gideon and I had him sign it. And I'm trying to remember, the last one was Holding Absence. Like they flew all the way from the UK,
Oh, wow.
went to that in Louisiana. So all the other ones are like extremely sentimental. I mean, even that one was very
There's
sentimental.
a band I want to see that's
but-
out in Europe that's really good. Out in
There's a
London.
lot of good ones. A lot of the times I'll think they're from America, but then end up finding out they're originally from the UK, like while they're on tour.
There's this band called Be Nice, and it's this young little. They're growing pretty quick. They have a really good following now. But whenever I first started listening to them, they only had like 2 songs out. But they're from London. There's about 4 of them, and I don't even know how to describe it. But like their music is so good. It's obviously some kind of rock. I'm really bad at labeling genres of music.
I'd probably be able to
let's
tell
look
you
it up.
if I had
I'm
a
gonna
little
look it up
listen.
on.
But this is a great segue
I was gonna say, yeah. Go ahead and talk about your topic. You're really great at.
into my topic of the night. So it's going to be what did you have? The next show I'm going to?
Yes.
That is the Catch Your Breath show. I know one of the past podcasts I went through all the events I already had planned out. But they are playing at the Abbey in Orlando, and they are an amazing, I would call them metalcore, honestly. Amazing metalcore bands. They have, If Not For Me is one of their undercards, and what do you call those people? Not undercards, but openers. Openers,
yeah.
I'm thinking of like a UFC fight undercard. Like, hold on, let me try and find the other bands that are going to be out there.
So the band Be Nice is a punk rock band. They're really good though, so check them out. I'm gonna actually tag them because I tagged them. They were in my most listened to. They only have I think something like 4 or 5 songs, and they were my most listened to band on my Apple replay. But they're really good. I'm gonna tag you guys.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just found it. So, yes, they are on tour. It's the Broken Souls tour. They're on tour with the Archers, If Not For Me, the Funeral Portrait, and then obviously the main act, Catch Your Breath. I think I've only heard Catch Your Breath and If Not For Me, so it'll be definitely interesting to check out these other bands, and I'll have to let you guys know how that goes.
Yeah.
But-
Well, I'm really excited. I'm not going to talk about the one that we've already talked about, which is Rockville. But technically, I'm sure I'm going to go. Actually, that's not true. So the next couple shows I'm going to be seeing, I'm going to pull them up right now because it's a lot. It's a lot. For the next 3 months, I'm probably going to go to about 6 or 7 concerts.
What? And you haven't informed me? Mikey, I
have.
swear.
I sent it to you.
I swear I'll be on my phone on Instagram and Mikey will be posting where he's at. And I'm like, damn, like Mikey didn't even invite me out here. I would have loved to do this.
All right.
Mikey's always somewhere doing something.
Always doing
But
something.
let me get you
Okay.
guys that date for that show out in Orlando if you're a local here and want to check it out. It is February 20th, and no stalkers are allowed. So don't go there and
No
try and find me
stalking, yeah.
because you'll probably be moshed.
Yeah.
Washed on.
She'll destroy you, bro. So in order, on February 1st, I'm gonna see T-Pain.
Oh, wow.
February 8th, I'm seeing Joe Jonas. February 15th, I'm seeing Kool and the Gang, which they're really good.
What type of music is that?
That is rock. They're a classic
Okay.
rock band. Then on March 1st, I'm seeing Foster the People.
Oh, wow. These are bigger names.
Yeah. March 15th, All Time Low. March 21st, Coco Jones. March 22nd, Pauly D. March 29th, what's that? Oh, I thought you said something. And then March 29th, I'm seeing TLC because don't go chasing waterfalls, y'all. But the next festival I'm going to, I'm really excited. I layawayed my ticket. Is Bonnaroo. I'm going to Bonnaroo.
Yes.
Bonnaroo is, my sister used to go all the time, and I'm pretty sure one year when my sister went to Bonnaroo, she said in between sets, John Stamos walked up on stage and just started eating a sandwich. He didn't say anything. He didn't talk to anybody.
He was probably
didn't sing.
drunk, honestly.
But so the performers that I'm really excited for them is, I don't like country music, but I do like Luke Combs.
Luke Combs is good.
The number one musician I'm most excited to see is the group Joey Valance and Bray. They're like the new Beastie Boys.
Oh,
really, really
okay.
good. I'm really excited to see Tyler, the Creator, Goose, Megadeth, Foster the People will be there as well.
Foster the People, I've always loved. That was like a great one in middle school
Leon
for me.
Thomas, which Leon Thomas is, if I'm not mistaken, he's the guy from Victorious.
He's been going on tour, like going to the House of Blues and like putting on, not like an iCarly thing,
Yeah.
but something of his own, like a Robbie tour, and he just DJs, and I think that's so fun.
So one thing I don't know how I'm gonna pick, because I know these are like the
That's
main.
a lot.
So it's the next. So for Saturday is the ones I'm excited for, but I probably won't be able to see all of them because the way that they're scheduled is there's Olivia Rodrigo, Avril Lavigne, Nelly, Glorilla, and Tyla, which I'm really excited. Also Hot Mulligan, I'll be able to see them.
Wait, what?
Action-
I've been wanting to see Hot Mulligan.
Yeah, Hot Mulligan, Action Bronson. Bro, if you get a ticket, you can camp with me.
So actually,
Well, Tyler Brown's coming with us. Tyler Brown, my buddy Luis. There's a bunch of people really going from our friend group.
there's Colton.
There's Colton. We gotta get Colton to go. But
Actually, speaking of Hot Mulligan, I remember the first ever concert I didn't go to and wanted to go to was a Hot Mulligan concert, but I didn't have anybody to go with. And
was it the one in Orlando?
it was the one in Orlando. and
I went to see it. You should have texted me.
What the hell?
I've seen
And
Hot
then-
Mulligan in Orlando twice.
Yeah, and then ever since that time I was just so upset and I didn't go and see them because I didn't have anybody to go with. I realized, like, no matter what, even if you're alone, like, just go see that concert, see that show. Because at that point, I even flew out to Louisiana by myself and to go see a Sleeping with Sirens show. Because some people won't go into the things they want to do alone, and it holds them back, and you end up regretting it.
Seriously,
So-
like, I would recommend anybody that wants to go to Bonnaroo, bro, come hang out with us. We're gonna have solar power.
Yeah.
So we will have abilities to use AC and charge your phones.
Yes.
So in order, so there's even more people. So like Action Bronson, Hosier, Vampire
So
Weekend.
what day is Hot Mulligan on?
Hot Mulligan is on Saturday.
Okay.
But if you're gonna go to Tennessee. You might as well just get every day ticket. There's no point. You can lay
forgot
away
it's
for
in
pretty cheap.
Tennessee.
So if I had to put it my top 5, number 1 would be Joey Valance and Bray. Number 2 would be Action Bronson. Number 3 would be Avril Lavigne. Then Vampire Weekend and Hosier. Actually, I take it back.
Hosier's
Third,
good.
third, Nelly would probably be my third. I love Nelly. Nelly's pretty good. But there's just so much to see, so many great people that,
What
seriously.
are the dates again?
So it is June 12th through the 15th.
Okay.
It's in Manchester, Tennessee. Oh, also, this one's Charlie's really excited for is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard
I've heard
is
about
doing
them.
3 sets in 3
and
days.
each one's different or
Yeah.
something like that.
And they're really good. They went to they're going to be at Rockville, I'm pretty sure. But they just did a show in Orlando that was really huge. It was like one of their biggest shows.
They were pretty big everywhere, I heard,
Yeah.
when they recently just had this past tour.
Well, so since I ended up getting in on this topic, I'm honestly going to skip over the next topic, my own topic, and I'm going to get right in just so we have enough time.
Yeah, we can save
We,
that
um,
always for next week.
One thing I want to talk about is how grateful we are for our sponsor, Mitra 9. They sent us an insanely gracious care package. Pretty much, I think it totals over $250
Oh my
worth
goodness.
of stuff. So
Yeah,
Alex,
they
if you want to
take
bring
care of
stuff
us,
up here,
for
yeah,
sure.
seriously. And also, I mean, you guys' support, I can't thank you enough. The money we've been making in sponsors, nope, just leave everything in the bag, in the box, and bring it up here. But all the support you guys have shown, I mean, since we started putting our new link code out, which has only been out a week, we have gotten, I think, something like 48 different interactions. And
Yeah.
it's crazy how much, you can set it here.
I feel like it's Christmas.
Yeah, I know, seriously, I'm really excited. Who here has a knife? Anybody have a knife? Bronson. Oh, Bronson, what the Frick. Brannigan. Brannigan. Do you have a knife on you? Oh, wait, do you have a knife? Oh. I just called you Bronson, by the way. That's crazy.
Okay, I think we should start with the smaller package first.
Oh, we got a key. It's all
We'll
right.
go
Thank you.
ahead and just like pop this one open. I'm excited.
Oh, right here. There's that thing in the front. It just flips up. Yeah. So Mitra sent us. So Alex opened this for me while we were driving because we didn't know what it was. I thought somebody like mailed me a gift, and they did. Somebody did mail me a gift, but it was from Mitra. So we got to see a little bit of what's in there. But don't. I'll open it up here. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna unbox everything, and we're actually gonna give away 4 cans of someone's choice. One of them's already guaranteed to go to Kate. I guaranteed Kate a tropical Mitra. So let us get into the unboxing. So
Okay.
Lauren, I'm gonna let you open the small one because it is, although it's small, it has a lot of great stuff.
Oh my goodness.
So-
I feel like we're opening PR.
So Mitra sent
guess
us both Mitra t-shirts.
Oh my goodness.
that
Wait,
one
is
might
there
be
two?
mine. So yeah, that one's mine. This
Oh
one's
my
yours.
gosh. So, the graphics on this are
Yeah, this one's
actually insane. I like the purple. Oh, this is sick.
Feel
This
the
is
good
so
vibes.
sick.
That's crazy. We didn't even open this. Like, so this one's gonna be yours. That one's mine. But
Here you go, my friend.
that is awesome. I did not know they had
That's
designs on it. I
really
thought it was just a
sick.
plain Mitra 9 shirt.
And it feels very nice.
Oh my gosh, it feels super
Yeah,
soft.
like great quality.
So go ahead and pull out the next thing.
Oh, wait. A foam stick. What is this?
So it's an automatic drink mixer.
Oh. Like the little
So
frothers.
it helps us froth us.
That's honestly, that's perfect.
'Cause I was-
Because when everything settles at the bottom, not for their stuff, but just like,
In
you
general,
know,
like for
in
kava
general,
or tea.
I kind of want to turn it on and put it in
Go
my
ahead,
drink.
yeah. I think there's
Does
already
it have
batteries in
their
it.
logo on it?
No, it's just they just sent it to us because
Oh,
they know
nice.
that
It's a handy tool
so
to have.
What's okay? It does have their logo on it, but what's
Oh,
really cool
that's
about this
awesome.
is they sent this to us because they heard about our Behind the Brews, where I'm going to be teaching people how to brew. So they sent us. This is going to be great for mixing the flavors together. So there might be a pull tab, like to pull out for the battery.
I'm just curious what it would do to the orange juice.
Is there batteries in it or not? Oh,
Oh, it comes with
man.
batteries.
They're hooking us up. They
Perfect.
put the batteries in it and everything.
Watch it say Mitra 9.
Mitra's got their own line of batteries.
Am I putting this in right? I'm a little blonde sometimes. Oh shit.
It's on.
It's on. Watch out. Okay, let's test this bad boy out.
See how it works. I was saying, 'cause mine's empty.
Can you see it?
Alex, can you get us a napkin? Thank you.
Make sure it's in. I don't know what it's gonna do to the straw.
It's
Look,
foaming.
it's starting to foam. This
Lauren is
great.
very easily entertained.
It doesn't take much.
Hey, it did foam it. I mean, it did what it said
Yeah.
it was going to. I didn't think it would
That's
actually.
pretty cool, and this is like mostly orange juice, so that's awesome. Thank you guys.
So there's that for you.
And honestly, I love the little detailing on their logo. There's even like some kratom leaves or.
So I want to put this out here before we go any further. So Mitra, I'm calling you out here, right now, live on the internet. Is today on my my Snapchat? You probably saw it. I posted some memories from 3 years ago, and 3 years ago was I posted about the old acai flavored Mitra 9 drink, and
I don't think I ever got to try that one.
So Mitra, I'm telling you right now, I had 120 people or 200 people view that story, and about 20 people swiped up and said they need to bring it back, and they told me to specifically
Dang.
call you guys out. Tell them to bring it back, even if it's for a limited time, because that
I'd
was
love to just even
Hey.
if you guys have one in the back, I don't care
Hey,
how old
Brannigan.
it is, I'll try it.
Brannigan. You can hear his voice. Brannigan, come up here. I need you because he was one of the people that swiped up on my story. Yeah. Get all the way up here.
Get in the hot seat.
So Brannigan, do you promise? Do you swear to tell the truth, and nothing but the truth?
You gotta put your hand on the.
Yeah. Put your hand on the Mitra.
Wait,
Put your hand on the Mitra. Is it not true that on Monday, January 20th, 2024, you swiped up on my Snapchat story and said they need to bring back the acai Mitra?
Acai. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, acai.
Okay, yes, absolutely. Very, very lovely.
Dude,
what is
If
seriously.
they don't bring it back, I'm boycotting
Okay,
Nitro-
well,
whoa.
well, Brannigan, it's great. We're glad we had you on. But no, Brannigan drinks this stuff really. He drinks it just as much as I do. But he totally said bring back the acai because even like back when they had like the fruits on this part of the logo, like the custom art, it just was a very appealing can to look at.
And the ones with this,
I need to see a
the thin
picture of
line
this. I
on
need
the
to
top.
see one from the archives.
Oh yeah,
Did you?
I'll pull it up on my story. But thank you, Brannigan.
Yeah.
Before you get us our sponsor kicked out.
They're like, we're gonna revoke everything. You need to send us our stuff
So
back
this is
right
what it
now.
looked like. That's what the canned juice will look like.
Oh, that's right. That's pretty.
Yeah.
The OG can.
Sparkling
So,
acai.
It looks like I just pulled out some of these
So
Kava
these.
packets. Could you explain these a little bit further?
Okay.
Because I'm still
So
confused.
I was mentioning
this
these
is new,
earlier
right?
in the podcast. So they are new, as in they've been around for the last year and a half, maybe
Okay.
2 years. So what they are
Kava
is
tracks.
so there are some Kratom ones, I'm pretty sure. But what you do is like if you've ever had Gatorade packets or like Kool-Aid packets that you pour into a bottle of water, what you do is you tear these open, dump them into a bottle of water, shake it up, and it's just like having Mitra on the go. And like I said, if you're okay with not having the sparkling aspect that you get from the canned drink, most
You know
definitely.
what's great about this? Is like if I'm at the office or I'm out and about on the go and my back or neck starts killing me, I can grab a water, hydrate myself, and then also sprinkle some of this in it and get the pain relief I need.
For sure.
But it looks like
So
they have
we
a
have a lot
lot
of great flavors.
Yeah, go ahead and like read some of them to the
So
audience.
this one is. Which one is this? Oh, so this is the one. Okay, I don't actually think they even sell these in the can anymore, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I've used that a lot this episode. I'm highly mistaken a lot. But the candy one tastes just like cotton candy. That's what this one is, and it's really
Okay.
yummy.
And then I see they have a strawberry watermelon.
They sent 2 of each.
Candy, lemonade, orange dreamsicle. Honestly, I think we should have an episode where we try some of these.
Yeah, we'll save those for next week.
Yeah, because I have never had any of these flavors before. And
Yeah.
the lemonade's interesting. I never knew.
Yeah, it's really good. So I've had the
Yeah.
lemonade one and the dreamsicle, but I would love to try the Kava watermelon one, which I know we have in here. But next is
awesome.
so they sent us 2 of everything, which is really cool. For
Yeah,
us.
that's awesome. Thank you guys.
They actually sent us 3 because look at that, they did actually send us 3 of that. So they sent us 3 because I told them later on in the email that we have an AV guy, which is Alex.
Yes.
But
Can't-
look at these, they're pop sockets.
Oh my gosh, 0 bad days.
And it's awesome because I just got the day that this came in the mail. I'd also gotten a new phone case.
Look at this.
So now this is something that I'm really excited we got. So let's say you're someone like me where you might drink a Mitra and then you're like, well, dang, I don't think I can finish this at the moment. You want to save it for later. Like any canned drink, if you put a soda back in the fridge and you forget about it for a day, you are most definitely getting a flat
yeah.
soda. But with these go, I'm glad I actually have a Mitra right
I've
here.
never tried these before, but I've heard about them. Yeah, I'd
So-
love to see how they fit on your Mitra can.
So it's got a cool design, it's textured, but it goes right on top and it seals it, keeps the carbonation in it, and you can save it for later. And we each got one, Alex got one, Lauren got one, I got one.
That's awesome.
But I seriously, like, they went above and beyond on
Yeah.
this stuff. Like, seriously, like, I
They
would have
really
been happy
did.
just with, like the free little those and, like, a t-shirt. But they sent us that, plus a lot of drinks, which that's the next thing we're going to get into.
Okay.
So we're going to be giving some of these away this episode. But I'm going to put all this stuff over here.
awesome.
Lauren, if you want to put that actually back inside that one bag.
I just turned it into a trash bag.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Well, I'm going to move this because I chugged it like a champ. But next is our unboxing. I actually don't know exactly what is in here, but 36 cans is a lot, which is
Yeah.
more than what they actually sell product-wise
Maybe if
per.
we pull each flavor out just so the audience can see, and then
There we go. Dang, this thing is. Oh! We got. Okay, so they gave us.
They gave us
They
even
gave us Kratom
more.
ones too.
yes.
So we got
Thank
even
you.
more of these. So we got raspberry lime. We got tangerine. We have more of the strawberry watermelon. This one is going to me because I'm a
This is
watermelon
awesome,
fiend.
so I can just taste it without actually having to open a can too,
Yeah.
to figure out what I like to drink and try different flavors.
We got my favorite, which is one you saw me drinking, the watermelon. The black cherry.
I love the black cherry.
Another watermelon.
I think I honestly started out on the black cherry.
More of the candy, and then the rest are all kavas. So I think so. What they
Yeah,
did is
this
they
one's
sent us
kava.
more of these so we could get some for Alex as well,
Nice,
which is really
nice.
cool. Seriously, I'm glad how much they They gave it to us.
Yes.
Let us see what they said here. Please do
This
not
is
talk
more
about
than
this on the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But yeah, no, seriously, look at the value of that. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna like.
wow.
But like, they really gave us a lot, and I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you guys so much.
But yeah, so let's get into the cans we have in here.
Cans.
So not as well as those and everything else, they gave us cans.
Imagine there's a secret acai one in here.
Dude, I would love them forever. All right, so let's see. So we have, of course, the OG, the dragon fruit.
The dragon fruit.
We have a tropical.
I love this new packaging. This is my first time seeing some of the new graphics, and whoever did your
Oh,
graphics
wow.
is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
really
yeah.
really nice.
I've seen the watermelon one because I really haven't been getting a lot of them. So we got
Oh wow, I think
the
I-
tropicals looks really
yeah.
nice.
No, these are like brands making new cans. I've never seen any of these, and I like that they put all the fruits that are actually in like the tropical on the can.
So it looks like they gave us 2 of everything that they have. So I'm gonna put some of these back in
Beautiful.
here. So for all those at home and all those here in the studio, sorry, Kate has already claimed the raspberry limes because we love Kate and Kate's
Yes.
given us back a lot. So we also have the tangerine, which actually looks super appealing with the new art. Honestly,
Oh,
there's like
wow.
I'm sure I think there's a statistic out there where artwork on a can or artwork on a food packaging. Oh my gosh, look at the berry. Look at the berry. The berry one's super pretty.
yeah.
So
No, this is very modern.
yeah, I really like it. It's not too simplistic, but it's got a little
Oh,
bit
I
of
don't
detail.
even think I've tried the berry. I didn't even know that they had a berry flavor, honestly.
Well, if you don't try it, I mean, now's the time.
I'd rather try it cold. I think we should have like a taste testing night.
All right, and then next, okay, so these are gonna be the kava ones. So this is the
I think you might be. No, it's okay. I think we should do like a taste test.
yeah, we'll do another taste test,
Mitra and
nature
I
taste test.
tonight,
We'll
yeah.
do the kava and the packets. So this one is the strawberry watermelon kava, and then this is
Oh wow, this
the
is
lemonade.
dude. These graphics are amazing.
I like the way they do the kava.
Yeah.
The next we have, this one's a really big one. This is their coconut leche, which is a new flavor, newer flavor, I should say.
Lychee is like
It's like a nut.
everybody likes it a lot.
I've never
I feel like a
actually
lot of
eaten
people
one.
seek after that flavor in grocery stores, just with anything. Sorry, you're like putting them down, and I'm just going grabbing them.
So that's the orange dreamsicle. So that's the one that we talked about where I took the this and poured it into a glass, and then I put
Oh,
the
yes.
the orange or the vanilla, very vanilla, inside with it. It was like having like an ice cream, a root beer float or an ice cream float.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it was really great. And actually, so speaking of that, thanks to Mitra and because of this care package, this is something that you can enter to win for absolutely free. All you have to do is be subscribed to our Instagram, which is breaking_brews_podcast, and be subscribed to the YouTube channel, which obviously you guys know because you're watching. And every like and every comment is an individual entry and to win a 4-pack, which is one of each of the kava mitras, and then we're also giving away, secondly, your choice of 4 mitra kratums. So you can have anything. They have the tropical, the berry, dragon
Yeah.
fruit, watermelon, raspberry
Great
lime,
flavors,
black
guys.
cherry. I mean, seriously, they gave us a lot. And honestly, since they gave us so many of these, we'll also throw in 2 mitra packs, a mitra pack in each one of them.
Yes.
If you want a kava one or a kratom one, you can choose whenever you win and we do the announcement. But that is every single episode we post until March 1st or
Okay. You
March.
have a lot
I
of
think March
time.
5th is or March 4th is our first March episode. We'll announce the winner live on there, and so yeah, seriously, guys,
Great
the best thing you can
opportunity.
do is, and since we're posting on Instagram, those count as entries as well now. Now that we're starting to post,
Okay.
so anytime you like and comment on the Instagram now, that also is another entry. But just so you know, if you like it, you also got to comment. So it gives you 2 entries.
2 seconds. Just
2
comment
second
down
entries.
below.
So if you think about it, realistically, we put about 3 videos out a week on the Instagram. So that's 6 entries a week. Then on top of that, the entry for liking and commenting. So you get 8 entries every single
Dang,
week.
yeah.
And let's say that we post a breaking builds or a breaking brews or a behind the brews. That's also another 2 votes. So if you think about it, seriously, you could get a lot of votes. And let's say, a lot of people are going to only do maybe 1 or 2 a month or so. So if you stay up consistent with it, not only does it help us, but you enter to win a 4-pack of Mitras. And you can choose if you want the Kava or the Kratom. And we won't force you to choose one or the other. But obviously, once the Kava one is chosen, that one's gone. Or if the Kratom one's chosen, that one's gone. But
So
make
get
sure you
in
guys do
there
that.
and leave your comments.
Make sure you guys leave your comments. So that one's gonna go here. One's gonna go
great
here.
stuff. Thank you so much, Misha 9.
We really appreciate it. Again, we're really thankful for Mitra. They actually sent us over some graphics. They sent us over some promotional videos. But whenever we go out there, that's one thing I was saying is we're gonna bring out a crew with us to film some stock footage for Mitra. And it's going to be really great for us because then not only will people be able to see us through the podcast, they'll be seeing us in ads. And, there's been times where I've looked up, I'd be like, oh, who's this person on here? Like, they look so familiar.
Yeah.
Who are they? Like, who's on, what was it? It was something, I didn't know who Kylie Jenner was. I was like, who's this girl on this, it was like a billboard or something. I was like, who's on this new billboard? And, hopefully we get to the point where people are, looking at us on social media, who's that? But we really appreciate you, Mitra.
Yeah.
Seriously, anytime or every time I make mine a Mitra 9.
Yeah.
And I'm spitting straight facts, I'm spitting bars at the same time.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, you can ask anybody on the street, anybody that knows me in the Kava community, I'm always drinking a Mitra. It's really my go-to. I have, literally Alex has seen it, I had pretty much something like 40 to 50 Mitras inside my fridge at home. Just gathering up
get
dust.
yourself a fridge, Mitra.
Yeah, hey, Mitra, if you want to shoot us out a mini fridge, dude, I love you. Honestly, seriously, we love it. And the cool thing with Mitra is as long as we get interaction every single month, they're going to send us a box like this.
Awesome.
So after our first giveaway in March, the first week of March, we're going to do a giveaway every single month. And honestly, we're going to get to the point where we're going to have so many Mitras that we could honestly do it maybe twice a month.
Yeah.
So just you
Stay
guys'
tuned for
interaction
that.
really does.
Subscribe.
Make sure you
Go
subscribe.
check out Mitra 9.
So, okay, hold on. So if I do the math properly, if you subscribe to the YouTube and you follow the Instagram, that's another 2 entries. So, bada bing, bada boom. You can get a lot of
Boom.
good stuff. And I think today was a really good episode. I'm really glad.
Yeah.
I have known
And honestly,
Leah for a while.
we went through it pretty fast. But
Yeah, I think today was our
had
most
great people.
on pace episode. Since I remember we had that one, the Big Dog episode was pretty on pace as well.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad that we had the people we had on. We got to meet somebody new. We got to
Yes.
meet Vikel. Vikel's really cool.
Yeah.
You got to talk with them. We got to have Brannigan
It's always
up here.
great meeting new people and having old ones come back on as well.
For real. And tune in every single week. We after next week, we're gonna be in a different city every single week
Yep.
for 4.5 months.
Going.
So make sure, we might be in a town near you. I'm really excited. So this weekend I'm going out to Daytona to Rad Kava. They are doing a Kava lock-in, which is really cool. I'm doing a show at Kava Java in New Smyrna Beach.
Okay.
So if anybody in the New Smyrna Beach area is going to be out there, I'll be posting the video that I perform that day that I perform. So I'll be performing at Kava Java in New Smyrna Beach from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Maybe even later, because sometimes I go longer because people make requests, which is a lot of fun. But afterwards, if you want to meet up with me, I will be at Rad Kava, which is rooting around downtown, which is in downtown Daytona Beach. And it's $30 or $40 for all you can drink Kava and Kratom from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's all house products. It's something like
That's
that.
great.
All
That's
house
really
teas.
great.
So
If you're in
seriously,
that
guys,
area, definitely go check it
come
out.
see
Or
that.
if you're not and you want to go join Mikey, I'm sure Mikey would more than welcome you.
And speaking of those 2 bars, it's kind of funny I'm even talking about those. So our next episode outside of Brevard is going to be Booch Bar, which is in Cocoa Beach on February 4th, which Lauren got to go and do a little pre-interview.
I got a little sneak peek in there and had a great chat with one of the owners.
But February 17th, we're going to be going to New Smyrna Beach at Kava Java. Then the following week, we'll be in Daytona Beach at Rad Kava, which is where I'll be on Friday as well. So those will be our next 3 out-of-location areas. And there might be a 4th one. I'm setting it up with Noble Tea, I think. We're going to try and do
very
that in
nice.
between Booch and New Smyrna Beach. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We really appreciate it. Thank you to Leah for coming out here and being on this
Yeah.
episode. It was really great.
Great having
getting
her.
Lauren to get to meet you because the music she puts out is the kind of music you listen to. So
Yeah.
it's really awesome.
I was super excited to interview her.
Thank you, Mitra 9. Really appreciate it. You're a really great sponsor. Thank you, Big Dog Kombucha. We were talking a lot about your products, so we're really excited to get to see.
Amazing
And
stuff.
soon we'll be touring their new facility. It's going to be maybe another month or so. But
I'm excited.
Progress,
I can't wait.
progress.
I can't wait for it.
thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Breaking Brews, episode 17. I'm your host, Mikey 2.
And I'm your co-host, Lauren Olivia.
See you guys. See
Bye.
you next week. My voice cracked there at the end. I'm going to cut that one out.